Arjuna, Phalguna, Kiriti, Shvetavahana, Bibhatsu, Vijaya, Krishna, Savya. Among the characters of Mahabharata, Arjuna is the one who has so many names, and today we are going to explore 20 of them. In the Virata Parva, when he's fighting as the eunuch Brihnala, he is asked to prove to the Virata prince Uttara that he is Arjuna himself, and as test, the young prince asks, "Tell me your names and why you are called those names." And that is when Arjuna gives an account of what is called the Arjuna Dashanamavali. Remember, this is Arjuna saying himself that these are my various names and this is why I am called those names. My name is Arjuna, which means the one with a rare, bright, and stainless complexion. He tells the Virata prince, Uttara. Then he says, my name is also Phalguna, the one who is born when the constellation Uttara Phalguna is on the ascendant. I am also called Kiriti because I am the one who has a crown given by Lord Indra himself. Now, I am also called Shvetavahana because I am the one whose chariots are yoked with white horses. I am called Bibhatsu because I am the one who never fights by odious means on battlefield. By odious, I mean either terrible or disgusting, right? He fights fair. That is the point. I'm also called Vijaya, he says, and that means I am the one who never returns without defeating the opponents in the battle. I'm called Krishna, the one who has dark skin. Point to be noted is that this is the same name that Vasudeva Krishna, Lord Krishna, is also called by. So both the friends, Arjuna and Vasudeva, share this common name because of their dark skin. I'm called Savyasachi also because I am the one who can draw the bow with both my hands. Basically, Savyasachi is ambidextrous. I'm called Dhananjaya, says Arjuna, because I am the one who acquired so much wealth for my family by conquest or defeating people and taking their gold from their treasuries. I'm called Jishnu also because I'm the one who is always victorious. And this is the end of the Dashanamavali that he gives to Uttara. We also have a lot of other names that he's called by, some because of his parentage, some because of other things he has done. Let's take a look at that. The most obvious one is Kaunteya, which basically means the one who is a son of Kunti. This applies to both Yudhishthira and Bhima also along with him. He's called Partha because he's the son of Pritha. Pritha is just another name for Kunti. He's called Pandava as well because he's the one who is a son of Pandu. There are 4 others, which is Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, and Sahadeva. They're also called Pandavas. Arjuna is also called Bharata, which is the one who is a descendant of Bharata. At this point, the entirety of Mahabharata could be called as Bharatas. Why I specifically bring this here is in the B.R. Chopra Mahabharat, you will see that the title song tells that this is the tale of the person who is Bharata, and they mean Arjuna. कथा है पुरुषार्थ की ये स्वार्थ की परमार्थ की सारथी जिसके बने श्री कृष्ण भारत पार्थ की. So Bharata is a term that is used for Partha specifically also. During the Gita Upadesha, Krishna refers to Arjuna as Gudakesha. Gudakesha can mean 2 things. The one who is the conqueror of sleep, Gudaka being sleep. But sleep is more symbolic of ignorance than actual sleeping. There are other variants I have seen where Gudakesha is broken up at Guda and Kesha respectively, and therefore this becomes the one with thick hair. He's also called Parantapa by Krishna himself, and that means the one who is the scorcher of enemies. He's also called Kapidhwaja, and what that means, he's the one who has a monkey. Kapi is monkey. That really means Lord Hanuman on the flag of his chariot. So a lot of times Kapidhwaja is used to symbolize that in front of him is sitting Krishna, one god, and behind him on the flag is Hanuman, the other god, and above him in the Swargaloka is Indra, who is his father, another god, and all of these people are taking care of him. Okay, now I want to give you some bonus names. I want to introduce you to something called a Kuta Shloka. What does Kuta Shloka means? Something which is a kind of a riddle. Something which on first read does not make sense. But if you know how to change it and read it differently, it means something else. Let's take this shloka that appears in the Virata Parva of Mahabharata. It says, Nadi Jalam Keshava Nari Ketuhu Nagahvayo Nama Nagari Sunu. The top line translates to, in the water of the river, it looks like a lady is rising up and her hair is floating away like a flag. Ketu being flag. Now, this makes no sense. This is being told in the context of Brihinnala running behind Uttara to bring him back into the battlefield in the Virata Parva. Nadi Jalam Keshava Nari Ketu makes no sense in that context. However, if you know where to break these words, you will see the Jalam moves, Lam, Lam moves this side, Va moves this side, and Ketuhu separates out. Basically, this now reads as Nadi Ja, Lankesha Vanari Ketuhu. Obviously, the Ma is the Swara, and therefore, Nadija is literally the one who is born to a river, which is Ganga. The person who's born to Ganga is Bhishma. So Drona is saying this, and he's saying Lankesha Vanari Ketuhu. So one name for Arjuna is Lankesha Vanari Ketu. Let's try to break it up. Lankesha is who? The king of Lanka. Vana is garden. Ari is enemy. Ketu is flag. Now, the one who has the enemy or destroyer of the garden of the king of Lanka, which is Ravana, that is Hanuman, on his flag, which is Kapidhwaja, that is Arjuna. This was meant to be understood only by Bhishma and not by anybody else. Therefore, Drona says this in a sort of a riddle. Moving on that shloka, Nagahvayo Nama. Now, we have to understand where the word Naga comes from. Naga means unmoving, right? Ga means what? To go or to move or to gama. That's the source from which it comes from. Now, negation of that, which is naga, means one that does not move. There are a lot of things that don't move. Nama is just name. Now, in this context, the word naga means a tree. And Nagahvayo Nama is someone who shares a name with a tree. There's a tree called the Arjuna tree, and that's what makes this Arjuna as well. Again, this is continuation of what Drona has been saying to Bhishma. And the next part, this is even more interesting, Nagari Sunuhu. Okay? We already know what Naga means. Naga is unmoving. We already know what Ari is. Ari is enemy. Sunu is sun. Now, what else does not move? This is not the enemy of the tree. Something that doesn't move, Naga, is a word for both a city and a mountain. Okay, a mountain doesn't move, a city doesn't move. Now, who is Nagari? The enemy of either a city or a mountain, and the one person who is that is Indra. Indra is also called Purandara, and Purandara literally means the destroyer of cities. Pura being city, and therefore the destroyer of cities. And with his lightning, and this is also symbolic of nature worship here, Indra attacks and breaks the summits of a mountain. This imagery is displayed in Mahabharata and other Sanskrit texts again and again, that Indra is someone who attacks the mountain tops. So, the one who is the son of the enemy of a mountain or a city, which is Indra, and the son of Indra is Arjuna. And this is how Arjuna gets these strange names as well. To quickly summarize, Arjuna's many names are Arjuna, Phalguna, Kiriti, Shvetavahana, Bibhatsu, Vijaya, Krishna, Savyasachi, Dhananjaya, Jishnu, Kaunteya, Partha, Pandava, Bharata, Gudakesha, Parantapa, Kapidhvaja, Lankesha Vanari Ketuhu, Nagahvayo Nama, Nagari Sunu. I hope you enjoyed this, and in time I'll create more videos like this for other characters and names in Mahabharata and stories behind them.